We're the Sklar brothers, and we're twins. So we're actually a statistic.
We've always been a statistic.
When we were born, there were actually 1 in 89 births were multiple births.
And now it's less than half of that, so
We're less special. That doesn't feel good.
that feels terrible. You walk down the street, I mean, before you'd walk down the street as a twin, it was like you were seeing something magical.
Good God, what is
Mysterious.
this?
What are these?
Two baby Dalai Lamas? What
People
piece
would
of
bow
truth?
at your feet and give burnt offerings to you. Now it's just like any Olsen twin
Seen that.
worth her weight in
Seen that.
feathers.
John and Kate have 8.
right?
Who cares about that?
Nobody does.
So we're stats in our own right. So we've lived being a statistic for our entire lives.
I feel like that qualifies us to live in the world of stats. And I feel like that really, truthfully, has made us fascinated with other statistics. The fact that we ourselves are a stat.
And we're big sports fans too. And when you think about sports, it's all about statistics.
Think about the most recent baseball scandal, or steroids. Really the biggest thing to happen in baseball in the last 25 years.
That's not about, the scandal wasn't about how big their heads were getting. It was really about the numbers. Does, Sammy Sosa's 60 some odd home runs, do Barry Bonds over 70 home runs, do those stack up against Babe Ruth's 60?
How can we count those against the other numbers of the past? So it's all about the numbers, and since we love that so much.
Yeah, you start with a number and then you start to explore the people and the stories behind the numbers, and that's when it gets interesting.
And then you start to explore the people and stories behind the people and stories behind the numbers.
And then you get into their stories and their numbers, and then you start getting behind the people, behind the numbers, behind the people.
And then when you
behind
put
them.
your mind back together, because it's been blown, because you've already been through 3 layers of people, you will understand how beautiful the stats are.